Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the IT Unprofessional. Because well, we're not super professional around these parts. My name's Kep, and I host this channel. I'm glad you're here. So today's going to be what, episode 4 out of this Learning Python series, and it's been really fun. So if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I am currently a technical account manager for a SaaS company. I use zero Python in my day-to-day job, and I don't know if I'll ever really try to pursue anything dev, software engineering, anything like that. This stuff is just super fascinating to me, and I love learning, and I think of ideas all the time. If I can learn this skill set, and I say this like it's this one thing, but if I can learn how to write Python, at least understand it. I think of all these ideas, and so being able to take those ideas and turn them into something, to do a little clickety clack, super fascinating. So today's lesson is going to be, or not really even a lesson. And mind you, everybody, this is not a teaching channel. This is simply a watch as I learn channel. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna move my camera over so we can see the terminal right here. Um, so today we're doing a very small, probably hopefully hopefully short video. It's just going to be a mini project, and what we're doing is making a user validation or user registration validation script, and it's going to take it's going to take 4 parameters or 4 arguments, being username, email, age, and then if the terms have been accepted. And currently, as default, it is, or yeah, it's defaulted to false. Um, and then we have a few tasks, objectives of this function, right? So the returns success message or error message, right? So that's going to be the intended output. And then what it does, it just validates user registration data. Here are the rules. Our username can't have, they must be between 3 to 20 characters, no spaces. All right, no spaces. Um, Also, the email must contain the at symbol. All right. Age, you must be 13 years or older, to ride this ride. And the terms must be set to true. So I'm going to go line by line here. So we're going to tackle this first rule first of usernames, for the character limit and our capacity. I don't know, whatever the right word is there. So we are going to want to use the len function. So we are going to need a if statement, if loop. So if len username. Actually, you know what? What if we do the space first? No, let's just go ahead and knock it out. So if len username is uh let's just say greater than 3, or hang on, let's do less than. If it's less than 3, or if if this is where it trips me up. I don't think I need a second if. So if username is greater than 20, hang on, don't want that. We need this here. If len, then what we need is, well, now return, didn't mean to run that, so we're gonna clear this out. Exit here, clear. Did not mean to run that. We're gonna say, hey, we're gonna return username must be between 3 and 20 characters. Or I guess that's just, yeah, characters. Um, So that should take care of that first part. So elif, so in addition to elif, and it can't contain space. So we're going to do this in username. Then we need to say return username. Username cannot hold spaces. All right. So that takes care of this first one. I believe this should work. So now that the first rule's been validated, let's move on to the second one of saying, hey, the email must contain the as. So in addition to those two rules, so elif, the at symbol, not in email, return invalid email. Next, we need to verify the age. So elif age is less than 13, and we're not going to say equal to 13 because if you're 13 or older, you're fine. So this is good. This should, or this is not should, it will. This will exclude 13 as a number. So if your age is less than 13, return must be 13 years or older to register. And lastly, the terms must be true. So elif, one more elif, hey, hello, elif, terms accepted equal, oh, here we go. This is where it's going to trick me up. Is it, what if I just do this? What elif not terms accepted, return, please accept the terms. Else, right? So if everything falls outside of all of those parameters, we want to return, and we're going to do an F string here saying, hey, let's say username has been successfully registered. Let's see what happens. Where is, sorry, got sidetracked. All right, so number one, and again, that's going to be this one here. So we get please accept the terms. So this is false. So that's hitting this rule right here. John Doe has been successfully registered. So for John Doe, we have no space in the name, an @ sign in the email. He's above 13. For eight characters for the username, and true, right? True for the terms accepted. Lastly, username cannot hold spaces. So that takes that right there and says, you can't do that. So one of the rules we did not hit is this one. So what I want to do is I'm going to add John Doe, and we're just going to make it John Doe like that, and see what happens. Boom. There we go. So we got the correct error message, the correct return statement for what we needed. What is the other one? I think the other one we needed would be the @ symbol. So let's just say john@email.com. So now none of these should work in valid email. So all of the rules we wrote out here for this function appear to be working as intended. So again, today's video, this was the project at the end of lesson 2 as a whole. And again, I split lesson 2 up into 2 videos. That the third exercise on lesson 2, if you haven't seen the video, part 2 releases Thursday the 25th. Today's Tuesday, the 23rd. So this Thursday, that video releases, and the format's a little weird. I didn't do a great job in the edits or anything like that. But essentially, the first 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes hold the actual lesson and the what I was failing to know, and it was something that where the Claude lesson plan just didn't teach me this is instance function. So basically, this right here. So age, and again, we're just going to do this. So we're going to say if age is not or not if age not is instance, and we're gonna say actually I think it's this here. We're gonna say this variable, and we want int and float return age is not a number. We're gonna do this just to do that, and we're gonna say, I don't know, 1. And true, make sure everything else in that statement is good. Oh, actually, 1 is not defined, so I guess this is not gonna work. But this is instance thing. Really, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know it existed, and it really threw me for a loop. So anyway, that video again is out. Well, if you're watching this video, it was last Thursday's episode. So be sure to go watch that, at least the first 5 minutes, and see where I got tripped up in the lesson that I learned. It was very valuable. So um, very good. So for this video, however, it's again, like I said, short and sweet, and we actually made it short today. Don't mind the mess back here. I'm currently packing. I'm moving back to Texas from the Phoenix area. So by the time this video's out, I'll be on the road going back to Phoenix or back to Texas. So excited to move back, going back home. Hopefully buying a house next year. We'll see. We'll see. So either way, this has been a very fun project for me. The project being the YouTube, coming back to content. It's something I really enjoy, and so hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. All the things YouTubers are supposed to be out there at the front of the video, because I'm not sure if anybody did make it this far. However, I will keep rambling, and this will turn into a 30-minute video, which I don't want. So with that said, we will catch you on the next one. Thanks, y'all.